Hello, God bless. This is Daniel Maximov with another vlog. And Happy New Year's for all of those who have been following me throughout. And I do apologize for the hiatus, but a lot has been going through this year, well, last year and this year. I hope you guys have been watching my videos that I've been posting, because those are meant to help you guys out, especially in our lawless, I can't pronounce the word, lawlessness times that we're living in. So this video is more like a recap of what has been happening these few months throughout the end times. We have seen aliens popping out in some places like Miami. We have seen how politics is becoming a Jim Jones cult. Like every Jim Jones cult, it leads to the death of body and soul. So we have been witnessing that a lot. We have been witnessing the tremendous I should say, well, it has been around for a very long time, but now it's more prevalent and more severe because it's being seen everywhere now, which is the injustice that has been going on with, from politics to Hollywood to, private institutions. It's been popping out everywhere now, and people are becoming less, vocal and more active on it, like, which we've been seeing with the protests that's been going on. We've been seeing that with boycotts. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Which brings me to this year, the 2024 year, where it's the it year. This is the D year, where in America we're gonna get a new president, or we're gonna get a tyrant, or we really don't know what we're gonna get at this point, because they all are in politics. There's really no friends. There's only principalities who get paid to keep everyone in a roundabout. And despite what you have seen in the news, YouTube videos, even in church, it's meant to pass. All that you're witnessing is meant to pass, because the coming of Christ is near, and many are still asleep, or they plain just don't care. So it's one of those times where you really need to get the word out, because time is limited, and it's moving very quickly, especially in the mortal world, where in a blink of an eye it's going to be March very soon. And I think the years are going by in light speed, and kids are even growing up much faster than usual. And it's because, well, we're living in those times in where you need to get in touch. You need to get serious with God before it's too late. Because I'm noticing that I was watching this video the other day about the 2011 tsunami that eradicated Japan. And I got a very nasty vibe from it, that that was just the starting point of what's to come. And it is the starting point of what's to come. The Prince of Air constantly patrols the world and watches everything that's going on, and alongside his hierarchy of demons. Every town, every city has a principality in them, which is why prayers take a very long time to reach the heavens, because we have the Prince of California, we have the Prince of Florida, we have the Prince of New York, we have the Prince of Canada, the Prince of China, the Prince of France, the Prince of Sweden, the Prince of Europe, the Prince of India, the Prince of Pakistan, the Prince of Israel, the Prince of I don't know, Maine, even. The Prince of New Hampshire, every principality has their territory under the heavens, and it's an ongoing battle for people's. It's the never-ending battle for between good and evil for people's souls. It's always active on a 24/7 scale. So, you know, you need to take it seriously. And there's people who are not, and it's apparent that the ones who don't outnumber those who do care for what's going on, and there's gonna be a shift in there when the rapture happens. That's gonna be the ultimate wake-up call to people who are already detached from reality. I think our generation millennial, generation Z, generation alpha, they're already detached from reality. That they kind of, based on what I'm seeing here, require videos to teach them common sense. And and I'm learning, and I'm sorry if I'm coming out it from that angle, but let's be realistic with the pronouns. There's an ism for everything. The acceptance of socialism, the lack of, the increasing nihilism and narcissism, and not to mention that Hollywood has completely given up. It's just putting propaganda out there because their creativity and their desire to enforce creativity is low now. So it's basically the people now, the people have become so detached that they'll believe anything at this point, and and trust me, it won't take them long, and it won't be so hard for the Antichrist platform engineers to feed them lies and have them take the mark and have them brainwashed and branded forever, so they can end up in the lake of fire. Because at the end of the day, the final result is you either go to heaven with the righteous, or you go to hell with the condemned. And of course, hell is just the beginning, because it's going to be in the lake of fire. So you need to understand where you are in life, what to expect. And if you are having one of those epiphanies that you like, how did I end it here? Like Jonah, for example, how do I end it in the belly of the whale or a fish? Because I don't think the whale's a fish, so it's probably ended in the stomach of a megalodon. Where am I here? How did I end it here? Was it rebelliousness, saying no to God? Was it just ignorance? Like, take a moment, because we are all mortals. We're all humans. We bleed, we go to sleep, we wake up, we eat, we reproduce, and we have distractions, and we're weak. So yeah. So take a time to breathe in and get into your knees, submit to God, and say, where am I really happy with all that I have accomplished? How did I end up here? What's to come? What's the foresight for tomorrow? Because nothing is promised in today's world. Nothing is promised. Like, we're reaching the journey topside, and where second, minutes, hours, days, and nights, they're not promised. They're not promised. And the exit is no joke either. Like, I think people haven't comprehended that, and unfortunately technology has, or is it social media, or a combination of the two, they have eradicated nearly the holiness and the spiritual understanding and the discipline that used to be associated with Christianity and what it means. And I feel like America the whole Western side of the world has turned their back on God completely, and now they're at the point where, like, they're standing in the rain it reminds me of that clip from The Emperor's New Groove with, you know, where Cusco is as a llama is crying in the rain. It's kind of reminds that's where America is right now. Like, they don't know who to turn to. They think Trump is the one with the answers, and it's not. You're not gonna find the answers in him, because all of this has been going on since before he stepped into office. So he's not gonna solve your problems. Your politicians are not gonna solve your problems. I think this is the point in where, like in the book of Jonah with Nineveh, we need to realize that we have rebelled, and we need God to restore what has been taken away from us. I think we're not just in the era of Sodom and Gomorrah. We're also in the days of Nineveh, where their sin was so great that God was going to destroy them, but he sent Jonah, who did not want to save them. And the people which we are like Jonah, like we don't want to like be seen how vile these people are, but they cannot, like, but then again there's hope in people. Like, there's hope. In the Bible, there's people who have fallen so low, you don't expect them to ever be one of those people who you look up to and ask for help and wisdom. And they turn out to be those people. Like, that's the whole point of the church being a hospital for those in need. And once they become saved, they can lead others to be saved with their testimony. I mean, again, this is the moment that people should take seriously and would want to make and accomplish something great by saving souls and leading them to God. Because at the end of the day, time is very short, and you're gonna reach a time where you're gonna meet God face to face, and he's gonna ask you, what have you done with your talents? What have you in the time of earth? Have you seek me? Have you, with all your heart and soul, have you, in my name, what have you known me? And he's gonna say, is your name in the book of life? And then the angel's gonna say yes or no. And if it's no, he's gonna tell you, apart from me, to hell with you, and alongside the angels and the wicked, and for the righteous, well done, my faithful servant. And you're gonna be, well, everything that's been promised in the Bible and so much more is gonna be given to you. So I hope this video serves as a self-reflective, and I will keep you guys posted for more videos. So God bless.